Buck-boost converter. The buck-boost regulator provides an output voltage which may be less than or greater than input voltage. Hence, the name is given as buck-boost converter. The output voltage polarity is opposite to that of input voltage. Thus, this regulator is also known as inverting or flyback regulator. The circuit arrangement of buck-boost regulator is shown in figure A. The circuit operation can be divided into two modes. During mode 1, the transistor Q1 is turned on and diode DM is reverse bias. The input current which rises flows through inductor L and transistor Q1. During mode 2, the transistor Q1 is switched off and the current which was flowing through inductor L would now flow through inductor L, capacitor C, diode DM and the load. The energy stored in inductor L would be transferred to the load and inductor current would fall until transistor Q1 is switched on again in next cycle. The equivalent circuits for mode of operations are shown in figure B. The waveforms for steady-state voltages and current of buck-boost regulator are shown in figure C for continuous load current. Now we'll analyze the circuitry of buck-boost regulator. Assuming that inductor current rises linearly from current I1 to I2 in time interval T1. At that time, the input voltage Vs is given as Vs is equal to L into I2 minus I1 divided by T1, which is equal to L into delta I1 divided by T1, and from this equation we can find the value of T1, which is equal to delta I into L divided by Vs. And the inductor current falls linearly from I2 to I1 in time t2. For time t1, current rises from I1 to I2, and for time t2, current decreases from I2 to I1. At that time, the output voltage VA is equal to minus L into delta I divided by T2. Here, in buck-boost converter, the output voltage has reverse polarity. For that reason, the negative sign is given in the equation. VA is equal to minus L into delta I divided by T2. From this equation, the value of time T2 is equal to minus delta I into L divided by VA. Therefore, the peak-to-peak ripple current flowing through inductor L is given by equation delta I is equal to Vs into T1 divided by L, which is equal to minus Va into T2 divided by L. Now, substituting the value of T1 and T2 as T1 is equal to K into T, here K is duty cycle and T2 is equal to 1 minus K into T, the average output voltage becomes Va is equal to minus Vs into K divided by 1 minus K. The transistor which is used in the buck boost converter is assumed to be lossless circuit. At that time, the input voltage input current is equal to output voltage output current, which is equal to input voltage multiplied by output current multiplied by k divided by 1 minus k. Using this relationship, the average input current is related to average output current by equation Is is equal to Ia into k divided by 1 minus k. So here we have found out the value of input voltage, output voltage and input current in relation with the output current Ia. So we have two time intervals T1 and T2. Thus the switching period can be found as T is equal to 1 divided by F is equal to T1 plus T2 is equal to, now substituting the value of T1 and T2, will get the switching time period T is equal to delta I into L into VA minus Vs divided by Vs into VA. Using this switching time period T, we can find out the peak to peak ripple current flowing through the inductor, which is given by the equation delta I is equal to Vs into Va divided by F into L into Va minus Vs. So in terms of duty cycle, we can find out the peak to peak ripple current flowing through the inductor as delta I is equal to Vs into K divided by F into L. Now when transistor is turned on, the filter capacitor supplies the load current for time interval t is equal to t1. The average discharging current of the capacitor is equal to IC is equal to IA. That means when capacitor discharges, it passes through the load that is considered to be load current. So capacitor current IC is equal to output current IA, and thus the peak to peak ripple voltage in case of capacitor is given as delta Vc is equal to 1 divided by C integration 0 to T1 IC into dt. Now since this IC current is equal to IA, substituting the value of IA, will get the peak to peak ripple voltage of capacitor delta Vc is equal to Ia into T1 divided by C. For time interval T1 is equal to Va divided by Va minus Vs into F, the ripple voltage for capacitor can be found out as delta Vc is equal to Ia into Va divided by Va minus Vs into Fc. And in terms of duty cycle, the ripple voltage for capacitor is calculated as delta Vc is equal to Ia into K divided by Fc. Thus, a buck boost converter provides output voltage polarity reversal without a transformer. It has high efficiency. Under fault condition of transistor, the change in current, that is di by dt, of the fault current will be equal to source current Vs divided by L, and that current due to the fault condition is limited by the inductor L. The output short circuit protection will be easy to implement as compared to boost or buck converter. However, the input current is discontinuous and high peak current flows through the transistor Q1. Thus, the buck boost converter can either have increase or greater or lesser output voltage, whereas buck converter gives less output as compared to input voltage. Boost converter gives greater output voltage as compared to input voltage, whereas buck boost converter can regulate the output voltage. It can be either greater or lesser output voltage.